No, wait, did I? All right, let's try this. Keep. Okay, so play my Wax Sacrament out. I guess I'll just play this on one. Just make a dorker. What does this do? Gain a temporary resource for each troop you control. Some kind of combo-y deck? Intrepid Conjurer. Something aggressive, sure. Look at how good this Candlekin is here. Who wanted to cut these? Who wanted to cut the Wax Sacraments? They were an idiot. I have a free 1/1 to block their 2/1. And this is why we played the guidance before playing my shard for the turn, because I went ahead and I hit an ice so I could play that out as a slow shard. Look, there's a reason. There's a reason I played it verbatim. The reason I played it verbatim without changing anything. Surprised that they didn't trade there. Ooh, Sham Rockerson. That's a good hit. So the Goldfather's got a lot of text on him. Let's break him down. So he's a 4/4 for 3. That whenever an opposing champion plays any non-resource card, we generate a lucky coin. And a lucky coin's a resource that lets us Fate Weave, but notably doesn't give us a charge. And we can discard 3 coins from our hand to play the top card of our deck for free. The opponent's just playing like Diamond Ruby Ardent. I wonder what their end game is with ramping off their champion power. It feels kind of weird to me. I don't quite know what their end game is. I'm gonna go ahead and play this. I'm gonna put a shard on top of my deck. And I'm gonna go ahead and guidance for a non-resource. See my Brilliant Anna relics there getting a little larger. We have another powerful card here in our deck, Exalted Pathfinder. Whenever we play a resource, we get to draw a card. We have a Brilliant of their own. This is their troop. Oh, it's the Anthem. Okay, that makes sense. That's why they were waiting on these. They still don't have great attacks though. All right, so I'm gonna play this Exalted Pathfinder. I'm gonna play this Wax Sacrament out. Make my things bigger, draw cards. I'm gonna play this Drop of Wax. And next turn we're gonna go absolutely insane. So next turn, we're gonna go Leprechaun Artist, play a shard, trigger all my stuff, play a Pomegranate, trigger all my stuff, hit my champion power, trigger all my stuff. Our board is gonna go. This is a good first game to really show the power of this deck. All right, so Leprechaun Artist. No, Magic Arena doesn't have. I can't play the Magic that I want to play on Magic Arena. I can't play Modern. I can't play Legacy. Like I don't understand who Magic Arena is for currently, but it's certainly not for me. Grab a non-resource here. Just keep triggering all my guys. I'm gonna Winter's Grasp. Oh, I can't Winter's Grasp Brilliant Onyx. Wow. Okay. So I could play this Pomegranate and just keep making my stuff huge, right? Maybe I'll wait a turn on that. All right. I missed a momentum trigger on here. Oh, they can't block it. Oh, that's gross. I forgot this card was unblockable. That's really good. Huh. I forgot this was unblockable. This card is now officially called Brilliant Onyx on this stream. Now officially called Brilliant Onyx. You're not wrong, JMP. All right, do I want Frostlocks? Or do I click submit? The color system for rarity and hex is blue is rares, red is mythic, white is common. Do I have any uncommons in this deck actually? Yeah, green is uncommon. And if you hover over it, it'll tell you what the rarity is. So you can see it says uncommon there. I think I'm just clicking submit. I can see Frostlock being okay because they probably can't interact with this card. Maybe the Frostlock is good, especially on the draw. Aldurthan's Glory is pretty good, and so is Seeker, though. Yeah, I'm not going to board him more 6 drops. I'm just going to click submit. Does Aldurthan's Glory kill Brilliant or Void Brilliant if it's small enough? What's going on, Foxkilla? Yeah, we're going to try and fit in at least a couple hours of Hex every week. At the very least, I'm going to get to Cosmic. I don't know, we'll see. Like, I don't know if I'm going to have time to play... I don't know if I'm going to have time to play CCSs moving forward, so, like, it's tough to, like, dedicate time to the ladder if, like... Because, like, once I hit Cosmic, we're done getting rewards, right? So, it would be nice if we could still get rewards once we hit Cosmic. Does anyone know, did they post the date for the CCS this season? Is there a date that I can look and see if I can play it? Anyone, is that on the Hex calendar? I haven't looked at the calendar, to be fair. It's very possible that it's on the calendar. Oh, that was a mistake. I should have guidance first. Yep, could have actually, that's super big, right? Like, I could have played this Wax Sacrament and made a 1/1 this turn if I would have guidance first. Sure, it should be mid-May, but do we have a date? That's the question. The question is there a date posted somewhere that I can go look at? All right. Aldurthan's Glory is pretty good. Huh. My line here. I think I'm just playing Exalted Pathfinder. I'm gonna be really sad if it gets Winter's Grasp, though, right? There's like 100% Winter's Grasp in my opponent's deck. I could just go Palm into Grasp myself. I could just go Palm into Wax Sacrament, make a chump blocker into... Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go Palm into Wax Sacrament, make a chump blocker for this, and then next turn just like Windmill this Glory. I should have momentumed this. What's going on, Zerion? Yeah, we've had a lot of sweet Modern videos lately. I'm gonna play some more Modern this afternoon for sure. So I've missed a few points of damage here because I could have used my champion power to give this momentum, which allows us to get even more bonuses when we play resources out. There's the Heart of Agony. Not surprised yet, so that's a resource to give my opponent extra charges. Well, that's... Alright, well, so we're gonna get to void both of these, but the llama herders are going to live now, right? I guess if I hit... Oh, it says feral? Oh, crap. That's a big one. What would you cut in the budget candles deck for Wax Sacrament? You just cut 4 resources, Niviki. You just cut 4 diamond shards. All right, so I'm gonna put this here. I'm gonna do this. Am I dead? I might just be dead here. I guess I can play this and avoid most of these. I'm just gonna go ahead and pass here. Yeah, Feral is Menace. Oh, could I palm that turn too? I definitely wasn't counting. You could have played palm there for free. Yeah, I'm -1 resource, so palm. Because my champion power would have let me play another shard. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, and then I could have was palm lethal? Palm might have been lethal. It would have been +3, +4, +7. With the first point of momentum I missed there, it definitely could have been lethal. I think it wasn't. It would have been +7, so I think it was only 13. Yeah, plus 2 resources was 13, but I definitely missed a momentum point earlier on this. And they're just gonna use this to diddle that. Nope. Okay, sure. Shard. Ding. This is a no justice stream in case you haven't been here before. So we're gonna win anyways, it looks like, but getcha. Just getcha. This deck's great. This is how you know a deck is good. You just like try really hard to lose, and the deck's just like, nah, bro, I got your back. Got your back. It's fine. It's cool. Just run them down. Hogland tries hardest to lose match, wins anyways. True skill game. How's everyone doing this morning? Hope everyone had a great weekend. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. I have literally never lost a match at the ladder with this deck. I stopped playing because it was too easy. Did your content schedule change my time zone? I don't think so. I don't think so. I actually don't know. Did I start streaming 20 minutes ago? No, I started streaming an hour and a half ago, but this isn't a scheduled stream. This is not one of my scheduled streams. This was just decided to pop on this morning because I was going to try and get to Cosmic, and we're plat 3. Yeah, we're going to play Magic this afternoon, starting about 3 p.m. Central Standard Time, and play some Modern. Hammer our way through the donation queue. I have a lot of streams this week, make up for being gone this past weekend. The Blackberry Knight. Summon a Grapes of Wrath. Wait. Oh, it's an 0-1. Okay, that's interesting. It's interesting. I think this hand's fine. So this hand's a little resource heavy, but this Fate Weave gets to guarantee us a non-resource. This gets us a guaranteed non-resource. We've got a piece of spot removal. I mean, my opponent is gold, so like there's a good chance that we have no idea what they're doing. I haven't looked at the one that top 8'd the Bash just yet. I hear Sugar Rush is the best deck of the format. Hey, sweet. So we're gonna have to curve Brilliant into Exalted Pathfinder. Maybe I should have gotten another resource with this, because then I could have curved Brilliant into Pathfinder, Champ Power, play another shard. Oh yeah, this champ does seem great with, someone mentioned, what's it called? Consulta Talons. It's quite excellent with that. Correct, yeah. So the gems, almost all of the gems changed. I think they left one major the same, and then we had 3 new gems in each shard, so that's 15 new gems out of the 20. Yeah, not a card rotation. So we just added a new set. Set 5 through 8 are all still legal. With set 10, sets 5 and 6 will fall off. Perfect. That's a great draw. So I get to play this out, make my Brilliant larger. So this is a small thing. I'm going to go ahead and use my champion power before I play this Pathfinder. And the reason why I want to do this is this way if my opponent has spot removal, I'll get to draw a card with this before this happens. So we'll do this. I'm going to grab a non-resource here since I have Pomegranate to play a resource next turn anyways. This can't be blocked by non-prismatic cards. That's something that's going to take me a little while to remember. The fact that this card's evasive is very, very powerful. A bunch of savages. Go nuts. That, yeah. Like I mentioned earlier, opponent just playing a pile of cards. Whoa! Whoa! That's a combo. Target troop, transform target troop you control to a random troop. That's all right. Golf clap. That's real good. I like the cut of your jib, opponent. Hey, Faraday, sub for the magic, stayed for the owls. Thank you for the 3-month resubscription. I appreciate that. Welcome back. All right, so I'm gonna play this Brilliant. I'm gonna play this Wax Sacrament. I think they're dead. I don't know. We'll just make. We'll play the technically correct plays and see where we end up at. They are actually exactly dead here. So attack you for 19. You are at 19. It's cute that you made a Gargolith though. It's really adorable. Kill you. All right. Good. You want bot toys? Why are you watching John Oliver? I feel like you got off of your recommends and into mine. Hold on. There you go, Declan. There you go. He mostly knows how to work the YouTube app. All right, so these Old Earthen's Glories probably aren't particularly good. Wise Magistrate's probably annoying for them. Let's board him in. Board out these Decree of Banishings. Maybe. I don't know. Let's try it. John Oliver did promote a children's book on his last show. That's true. That is very true. I forgot. I need to buy that for the kids. Are we still looking for a nice deck for the ladder? No, this is, we found good ladder decks. We found the aggro decks. Pretty, yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think this is probably one of the better decks of the format. It was good last season too, right? And like, yes, yeah, it's a mid-range deck with aggressive draws. It's a mid-range deck with aggressive draws. If you're outside the US, you can't watch it. That's so sad. That's so sad. Is this hand too slow? It's got like double Shamrock in it. I'm gonna mulligan this. Let's try again. Look for a 2-drop. Wishing I kept the last one. Wishing I kept the last one. It's a good hit. That's perfect. It's going to allow us to ramp up to our brilliant and our elixir. Cheering to take 3rd place. Take that. This card's very good. I'm glad they made this a core comment. This is just a fantastic card. Just like 1/1 for whatever, draw a card. I don't have a 2-drop to play here, but Exalted Pathfinder is a good card to curve Brilliant into, so that's nice. We'll snap this trade here if they offer it. Grapes of Wrath. How was the open? The open was a lot of fun. Team events are always a good time, basically. Won some matches, lost some matches. Slide this right on out here. Are the other minor gems also bad that this is the best minor gem this card can have? I guess giving it Swift Strike makes it better on defense when you need to play defensively. Is the Owl next week? The Owl is next week, so not this weekend, but the coming weekend in Milwaukee. We'll be sleeving up the Owling Mine and the Owl costume. Holy crap. I think we're dead, chat. Maybe I should have left my removal in. Yeah, looks like we're pretty dead. I guess I need to bring in the arcing lights too then. Need to bring in the arcing lights too. I definitely boarded poorly. Arcing light reverts things. Wise Magistrate actually makes their plan a little bit worse, because it makes it harder for them to play 2 things in the same turn. Bag of Beams. That's a good emote to know exists. The opponent's deck is great. Yeah, I agree. Seems really sweet. All right, let's hopefully take their sweet thing and put it in the ground here for game 3. Nog, nog, live! What's going on, Dwight? Yeah, I'm doing my best to try and diversify the schedule a little bit, make sure I get some mornings, some afternoons, some evenings, so we get some coverage for basically everyone, regardless of what their time zone is. It is a global emote. Yep. Bag of memes. Yep. We're gonna get some mileage out of that one during the Magic streams, I feel like. I'd like to say thank you everyone for hanging out here this morning. My name is Jeff Hoagland. You may or may not know. If you're enjoying what you see, make sure you hit that follow button. If you're really enjoying what you see and want me to produce more content, please consider subscribing on Twitch. My subscribers allow me to do what I do as often as I do it. If you're one of my Magic players in the audience who's thinking about checking out Hex and you think you might pick up some cards, consider using my discount code posted above, Jeff5 at hexprimal.com. Saves you 5% of your orders and also gives me a small kickback here on stream. Yeah, the Hoogle Hoot emote turned out really well. Christy clipped that in. I'm really happy with the last three. Some of my older emotes I might get redone, like the Moto Please and the RTFC I'm not super happy with, but everything in general I'm really happy with the quality of what we got going on. This curve is excellent. We get to go Wax Sacrament, play a 1/1, Wise Magistrate on 2, Palm on 3, Exalted Pathfinder on 4, so just get to curve right on out here. Cincinnati went a little bit medium. Our team had a 2-3 drop finish. I went 3-2 personally. That was a lot of fun though. Traveling's a good time. I don't know that I'd want to travel every weekend again like I was, but every once in a while is fine. We have budget decks for set 9 already. Yeah, my budget decks page is updated. I basically just took sockets off of there, and then I just removed the sockets because the other decks that were on the budget page, like there wasn't a card rotation when set 9 dropped. There was just a gem rotation. So this headset off. I don't need to listen to the sound effects. I don't want to trade Wise Magistrate for their Spellsong Sweeties, because Wise Magistrate makes it harder for my opponent to play 2 cards in a single turn, which makes their combo-y make big troops much harder to do. How do you feel about Mono Red Prison's position though? I think the Mono Red Prison deck's very good. I think it's a very reasonable metagame deck. I think it's a favorite against Delver by a small bit. I don't think it's very good against lands. It's very good against miracles. It's great against elves. It's great against death and taxes. It struggles against some of the more fringe combo decks in the format, like Reanimator, but like it's got a winnable Storm matchup. So I think if you're looking to play something in Legacy that's not Delver, I think it's an okay choice. It's definitely worse than Delver against a generic field, but it's still okay. So next turn, I'll get to go Exalted Pathfinder, play a shard, draw a card, champ power, and then play this Remnant, play Wise Magistrate. I'm actually gonna probably momentum my Candlekin so it can start getting larger. It's something like a Rune Bind that could be a little bit annoying, but it's not the end of the world. So play this out, which triggers the momentum here and lets me draw a card. I'm gonna go ahead and champ power here, play this Remnant of Life. And Remnant of Life, because I already have double diamond, double wild, it doesn't cost me any health, so it's just like a free dual resource. Draw a card from the Exalted Pathfinder, play this Wise Magistrate. Next turn we get to play Brilliant Anoronics here, and then play some more shards out and do some stiff. Get my 2 points of damage in here, because why not? I want last place. Thanks for the bits, Big Bubba. Yeah, they're very good. The only thing that makes me sad about the Remnants is that we don't have all of them. Thank you, Dwight. God, that was if I could have stacked my deck there, I'd have stacked a pomegranate on top of it. So play this, trigger this, trigger this. Play my resource for the turn. Trigger my stuff. Smash. Can you have a 0-cost spell with it? Yes, you can, Niviki. In fact, there's things like Hex is a card called Fireball that costs 1, but it requires triple ruby thresholds to play out. Or like there's 1-cost cards that have like require Sapphire and Diamond. Yeah, the Hex resource system is just super elegant. It's really fantastic. The wild gem in Brilliant Anoronics is whenever you play a resource, this gets +1/+1 permanently. So kind of gains advantage from all the other things we have going on. Hopefully we're just gonna go play this other Brilliant and then play a Shard, and then hopefully we draw a Shard in our 2 draws. We get to Champ Power or something, and then play another resource, just smash them. Yeah, MTG bot stopped working with Hex cards and with Sucker Punch. Target troop you control gets +2/+2 and Flight, and then battles an opposing troop. That's rude. Weird, I liked my Wise Magistrate opponent. So do the new gems wreck the socket stacks? At the very least, they forced them to go back to the drawing board. So we don't currently... There haven't been any socket stacks that have put up results post-gem change. I get to go ahead and Champ Power this guy. In addition to giving this momentum, my Champ Power also lets me play an additional resource for the turn. Yeah, I'm just gonna pack it in. All right, up to plat 2 here. I got some gold. Not backing in. I wonder where we're gonna fall into Cosmic at. Or halfway into the season here. Hex ladder seasons are 2 months long for those that aren't familiar. Yeah, because like a lot of the gems require you to have prismatic stuff, right? And the socketed cards are mostly not prismatic. That seems very good. We have to go Remnant, Guidance for a Shard, play Leprechaun Artist on 2 into Shamrock on 3. We've got some spot removal in case they're aggressive. What does this do? Target troop gets +1 for each troops and crypts. Opponent's playing a 65 card main deck. Looking forward to getting into Cosmic so we hit these less often. So what exactly do I mean when I say prismatic? So prismatic refers to a card that has multiple thresholds. So Leprechaun Artist and Shamrock the Goldfather are considered prismatic cards. Prismatic cards matter because one of the customizations that I have on this Brilliant Anoronics here says if you control a prismatic troop, then this gets +1 attack and Swift Strike. So this card gets a bonus when I have a prismatic card in play. Yeah, the minus cost gems, things that cheat the resource system generally tend to be busted. Things that cheat the resource system generally tend to be busted. What do I think of the MTG Arena UI? It seems fine generically. I I'm really hesitant to like give specific feedback on something like the UI without having played it myself. So like visually it seems fine. Having lands on the battlefield is still clunky as ever. But like, you know, it is what it is. So this card, when it attacks, it creates a lucky coin resource for me, which I'm attacking before I play my shard for the turn because Diamond Ice is a slow shard, which means it doesn't give me a resource the turn I play it out. And I want to be able to play a 3-drop this turn, so since I can attack with the Leprechaun Artist and get a non-slow shard in the form of the Lucky Coin, I can attack for 1 and then play the Lucky Coin and play my Shamrock Goldfather here. Scars of War. All right. So they got to kill my Leprechaun, but like my Leprechaun basically drew me a card, right? Like it created a Lucky Coin, so that's really not that big of a deal. I mean, Magic just isn't a game that was designed for digital tracks. Is basically what it comes down to, right? Like putting Magic on digital is like, it's like taking a screwdriver and using it as a hammer and then like being upset that it doesn't make a good hammer. So like Magic Online is plenty functional. It allows me to play Magic on the computer, but like the thing where Magic really struggles is like turning Magic into like a genuine video game is a very difficult task. And I'm genuinely not sure if it's one that can be fully accomplished, like just within the confines of the game. Like Magic Online is very usable for its goal, which is letting you play Magic on the computer. And like my opponent keeps killing our stuff here, but like every time they kill my stuff, they're not killing my Shamrock Goldfather, and that just gives me more lucky coins. I missed the Zomboys. How was it? It felt okay. I think it might be a little bit underpowered in the format in general, Chris. Thanks for the resub, by the way. 22 months. Welcome back, bud. Hope you're doing well. The opponent's champion power gives one of their troops extra power based on the number of troops in my crypt, which seems odd, like an odd choice for whatever they're doing, but I guess we don't know what they're doing. We haven't seen any mill cards out of them yet. Usually this champion's played in like an aggro mill deck, but like they've played Scars of War and spot removal so far. Yeah, that's true too. Like if you take screenshots of like what Hex used to be, like it's definitely much worse than what this is now, right? Like things develop over time. To play Brilliant out. A random non-resource on top of my deck. Play this Decree of Banishing out. Get rid of their Mama Yeti. To go ahead and Winter's Grasp this one. So Brilliant Anarelics here says it can't be blocked or targeted by non-prismatic cards, so it's evasive and it's hard to kill. And it's a major and a minor socket. So major, minor socket, hard to kill. Hard to block, too. Some Earthen, I don't really know what they're doing. I think I'm just going to click submit. Our pseudo proactive, pseudo interactive game plan is just like very reasonable. Like opponents playing a non-meta deck, let's just like play our main deck and run them over. Yeah, we'll just go back and forth, Marty. It's fine. This hand's pretty good again. I take a little bit of damage from my Remnant on one, but we're gonna get to Fate Weave some extra resources up here. We've got a piece of spot removal, we've got a threat. Hey, Krail. Thank you very much and welcome back. I appreciate that. 7 months. Thank you for the resub. Appreciate the continued support. As always, that's the best way you can help me do what I do here. This was a phenomenal draw. It gives us something to do on 2 here. Killblade of the Milky Eye. That's annoying. Play my Leprechaun Artist. Vampire Prince. Okay. Maybe Yurdi, sure. How do you feel about the Remnant Shards versus Wells versus Roots? I think the Remnants are great. My only complaint about the Remnants is that it's really annoying that they only gave us 5 of them. I really am not a fan that they split the resources up like they did. You know what? That was the wrong resource to play, actually. I thought I was going to maybe play Decree of Banishing, but I think I'm actually just going to wait and get to this Aldurthan's Glory and just clear the board out with that rather than like try and get aggressive with this. Let's like let them hit me with this Vampire Prince once or twice. And, like next turn we'll go Shard, Champ Power, Pathfinder, Diamond Ice, and the following turn we can go Aldurthan's Glory, like clear your entire board. Seems pretty good. You're hungry? Would you like a snack, tiny child? Yeah, they split, and honestly, I wouldn't mind if they split the resources across 2 sets, if they just wouldn't split them across a rotation. Like, splitting resources across sets like they did is a fine thing to do if you want some of your shards to be good for part of a format and then the other shards to be better in the second part of the format. But like when they have a rotation in the middle of when they release 5 and then 5, that just means for part of this format a bunch of our shard combinations are just going to be a lot worse because they just don't have. Yeah, exactly. And that's exactly what happened last time, Trax. Is they split them like this, and the same thing happens. So this might even be a concession glory here. It's a 5/5 that when it comes into play, it voids every troop with defense 3 or less. So it's actually just a 5/5 with the one-sided wrath here. Crack you, Scart. Sure, you got me. You got me. Oh, that's funny that they're playing a deck with Scars of War, and their deck is just like mono things that dies to Scars of War. I mean, I don't think it's fair to call it an unreasonable amount, Simply Monk. So every free-to-play game requires an obnoxious amount of grind if you're not spending money on it. So yes, Hex is free to create an account and install, and if you'd rather spend your time than your money, you can grind it up. So that dies because Scars of War says they don't heal. Play this Exalted Pathfinder out. Play a Shard here. Yeah, it'll kill my Leprechaun, but like the Leprechaun got to make a coin, right? So like it's not that big of a deal. And now because this doesn't heal, I'm not actually going to attack with this Pathfinder because if they block their Vampire Prince on my Pathfinder, next turn this would die. And I'd rather continue drawing cards with that rather than let it die, so. Yes, yeah. If you have more time than money, Hex is completely free to play and very reasonable to do so. There's 2 troops in my bins. This can be +2 power. This on the Vampire Prince is actually pretty good because like this has life trade, right? So it's gonna get to race us pretty well. Whatever happened to Mr. Bramante? He's still around. Matt was on my team for the team event this weekend in Cincinnati. Are they dead? I think they might be dead. I guess let's see what we draw for the turn. This will get me, if we draw Palm of Granite, they're dead. They have 2 shots. That's a Palm of Granite. All right, yep. So opponent should be dead here. This is gonna let us play another resource out. And then this resource gives me a shard for my champ power, which lets me play another resource. And then we'll get to Decree of banishing this Mama Yeti. So void you, smash you. Rawr. He's dead. Stop hitting him. Stop hitting him. All right, we're plat 2, almost plat 1. Let's play one more. I think I have to get some stuff done around the house before I fire up for my log magic stream this evening. So we're gonna play one more match here, and then I'm gonna wrap it up for the morning. Thanks everyone for hanging out. I appreciate it. If you missed any of the Hex, we've been playing for like 2 hours. I'm gonna hit publish on. We played a black red aggro deck to start the morning. I'll publish the publish that video and then get this one uploading here when we finish up. If you didn't catch we took a little bit of a Hex break, but if you didn't catch my videos, we came back last week and we played a couple different decks. So those are on my YouTube channel as well, youtube.com/Jeff Hoagland. Yeah, Hex definitely isn't perfect in every way, but as far as the in-game interface goes, Hex's in-game interface, I think, is just like a solid like A, maybe B plus A. Like as far as complaints go, I only have 2 complaints for the Hex in-game interface, and they are auto yield to triggers would be nice, and an in-game game log would be nice. But everything else they do is really fantastic. There's a lot of things that make the interface fantastically user-friendly, so they've definitely done a very good job. And even just like having played Hex for 2.5 years now, like the number of small improvements that the interface has gone through as it's been iterated has been really nice to watch. This hand's pretty good. I need a 3rd resource, but like we have 4 guidance and 22 shards in our deck, so pretty good chance we find that. If we find a 3rd, we get to play Shamrock Goldfather as well as Palm of Granite. Just hextcg.com. hextcg.com. Cheeky breaky. What does this do? Creates a common portal and puts it into your hand. This champion seems really bad. I wonder if they're playing like a portal themed deck. These sleeves are sweet though. What are these sleeves from? Found in Doombringer chests. Is this a toothbrush or a guitar or what is this thing? It looks really neat, but I'm unsure what it is. Have you played against Scribe with a Flayed Man deck? Yeah, we played the Tri-Shard. We played a Tri-Shard Scribe deck on stream last week. I think it's a key. I'm gonna go with toothbrush. I think. 100% a toothbrush. That's what I'm saying. It's a toothbrush. All you people out there, gotta take care of your dental hygiene, folks. Gotta be good to your teeth now. I wish my toothbrush. That's what I'm saying, Weens. See, Weens gets it. Weens understands. Do I want to just floop this into play? They're obviously holding up an interrupt here, right? I think I'd rather this get interrupted than my Shamrock get interrupted. I think whatever we play here is just gonna get dingled. That's fine. Good possibility they have another interrupt this turn. But at this point, I just need to slam my stuff into play, I think. I really don't have a good way to play through interrupts other than just slamming cards into them. So at this point, between Shamrock and Exalted Pathfinder. I'd rather Exalted Pathfinder resolve, so that means Shamrock Goldfather is the next card we're going to run in here. Discombobulate, yep, so that interrupts my card, and it creates a card for both of us to play. I'm sure it's not terrible. Sweet. No third counter is great for us. Champ power here. Yep, that's unfortunate. So, Wax Sacrament biting us in the butt here a little bit. If we wouldn't have had a Wax Sacrament earlier, we would have been able to champ power before doing things. So, unfortunately, that guy has died. I think I'm actually just going to drop this Wax and make this Candle a 2/2 here and just start smashing. So we'll smash them for 3 here. Usually leery of mixed reviewed games. So the mixed reviews on Steam come from 2 different places. One is that you have to remember that Hex was a Kickstarter game, and while their current the current game that they have is very, very good, they definitely haven't delivered on 100% of everything that the Kickstarter said they were going to do, and they're still working on a lot of it, but a lot of people are just like people on there salting off about the fact that like not everything that was promised in the Kickstarter has come to fruition. Oh my god, that's all right. All right, I'm done. I'm done. I can't decree a banishing their Dark Heart because it can't be targeted by things that cost 2 or less because I didn't read their card. Brosy Buck and Rotting Chompinite are great here. These Winter's Grasp and Decree of Banishings are pretty good. Gargolith seems fine. Alderthan's Glory seems pretty bad. Wise Magistrate's probably a-okay. I'm board in 2 of those. I'm from A-Palm. Do that. Yep. Yep. If you look at the Kickstarter and what we have today, they're definitely different products. Like there's elements of RPG stuff in like what Hex has, but like that's not why I'm here. I'm here for the TCG aspect. So I have no interest in the MMO aspect. In fact, I remember reading the Hex Kickstarter back in the day and going, "That's neat, but that doesn't really apply to me." Like this is not something I'm looking for in a card game. Card game, yep. Thanks for the support, Dwight. You've been here a while. I appreciate that too. Thanks for sticking through. You do Hexy and Magic stuff. So that ice that I played stacks a resource on top of my deck. So hopefully we hit a wild here and get to jam this Leprechaun Artist. All right, if we don't hit a wild soon, we're going to be in a little bit of trouble. We can probably miss for 1 turn here, but if we miss for like 2 more turns, we're probably going to be in trouble. It does not have MMO elements. It has RPG elements. The single player campaign is definitely could be considered an RPG. You have a character that you create and you level up. So it has role-playing game elements, but it does not have MMO elements. MMO implies like multiplayer and like raids and stuff like that. Wild, please. All right. Well, I mean, that gives me another Fate Weave to guarantee another resource next turn. He's dead, Jim. I mean, is it even really that short, Dwight? Like, how many, as someone who hasn't played it, how many hours is the single player campaign? How many hours is the single player campaign? Because like, how long and how many hours you get out of the single player campaign does it compare to like a AAA video game title, right? I was under the impression that to play through the campaign, it takes you at least double digits worth of hours, which that seems very reasonable for like 12 hours, assuming you don't lose much. That seems very, very reasonable, right? And like, assuming you're someone who like doesn't have a fully stacked out collection, it's probably going to take you much longer than 12 hours, right? As you like collect cards and build more things. 20 to 30 hours. Yeah. See, like that's like longer than a lot of video games that people that you pay $50 and $60 for, right? So like a 30-hour, 20-hour, even 20 hours, go on the low end, like a 20-hour single player campaign, like that's very reasonable. Not to mention like the Frost Arena that has like replayability associated with it too, right? Oh, I think it's gonna be my last match for the morning. I think I said that already. I'm gonna get some breakfast, get some stuff done around the house. Probably just gonna get interrupted out of this game. Yeah, we're pretty dead. So go ahead and pack it in. Thanks everyone for hanging out. I appreciate it. Played some sweet aggressive decks, climbed with the ladder a little bit. Maybe, I'm not sure if we're gonna get back to more Hex later this week. Might pop back on for another morning if I have time. For one of the Magic players in the audience, I will be back this afternoon about 3 p.m. with some more Magic. I'll be live Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday afternoon to the evening with Magic stuff, and I'll be live with an all-day Magic stream on Friday as well. I will be... Hex Primal usually takes less than a couple of hours. And you don't have to be online to get the cards from them. They'll just pop up on your in-game mailbox. You can just like check it and see when they come. All right, at any rate, folks, I will catch all of y'all around later. One last comment on the Kickstarter thing. Hex didn't deliver on the social aspects of the game. I think the people complaining back for those, sure. But like, a lot of those people, and I'm just going to be fucking blunt because we're always fucking blunt in this room, they're fucking idiots. Because when you back on Kickstarter, you're not buying a guaranteed product. You're backing an idea, and ideas are subject to change. And if you don't understand that, like, you're not guaranteed to get exactly what you backed on Kickstarter, you either didn't read carefully enough or you're not very bright. And you're probably not very bright if you gave someone a bunch of money and didn't read carefully enough to understand what you were giving them money for. So, like, complaining that, like, this game is different than what you kickstarted, like, that's not a fair review of the game. Like, you're not reviewing the actual product. You're saying this is different than the idea I originally funded. And that is accurate. It is different than the idea they originally funded. But guess what? They funded an idea. They didn't buy a product that was finished. And everybody feels like, no, I understand. I'm just, like, clarifying for other people that need to understand that, like, or maybe aren't familiar with Kickstarter and have never read it. But, like, when you buy something on Kickstarter, if they're not saying this is done and finished and you're going to have this guaranteed, you're backing an idea, and ideas change. And that's just a fact of life. I also find it funny that a lot of people are going to finish this rant here before I sign off. A lot of people that backed a lot of different stuff, they're like, you guys funded for like 3 or 4 or $5 million. That should build an entire piece of complex software, right? Like $5 million is like nothing. Like at one point, Corey Jones in one of the interviews said like they'd put like 25 million into Hex development. It was just like, yeah, like that's a real amount of money. Like that's even a small amount of money for something that's a big video game design. Yeah. At any rate, that's the end of that rant. I will catch all y'all this afternoon with some magic stuff. Everyone have a good rest of your afternoon. I'll see y'all later this evening, hopefully.